Kid Boo, a rapper I presume, never heard of him, but I came across this video on Instagram of him receiving the RFID chip in his hand, in his right hand, and also, which he said he had to do because of a special investor of his. And he also said that that secret investor had a special message for him to give to the people, so we'll go over this video here. I'll play it for you now.
Once he injects it, you can't keep the muscle flat.
In there. Whew. That wasn't so bad. It was a slight pinch. Alright, put your finger here. We're done. People just got a secret investor. He requested I be microchipped.
This should hopefully go to show for anybody who's still asleep by now that these people in Hollywood are being used by those in control of them for evil means. Clearly there's no reason to be microchipped by anybody. But he's pushing something here that's an agenda, obviously. The RFID chip has been thought for many years now to be possibly the mark of the beast. It very well could be. I've always been of the understanding that I think it might be something on a wider scale. Maybe some type of mass event might have to take place before they can mark everybody, because you're going to have to do it to everyone. And maybe it will be the RFID chip. So who knows? Either way, it's not safe. It's very stupid to do. Could be the mark of the beast, actually. So extremely dangerous. Now, a very interesting point that we get to next is what his secret investor that told him to be microchipped also told him to give this message to the world. Very, very telling and prophetic of end times. So let's listen to it.
And he requested I give you guys a quick message. Paradism. For those of you who don't know, be aware. We all need to fight the good fight to free mankind and give job to robotics. A world without money, a world without government.
So there's a lot in that statement there that has to do with the end of times. Anybody with basic knowledge of the end times would know of many things that he just said there that are not good. The main ones being the end of government and the end of money. Those are two things that we know will happen in the end times. One world currency, one world government. Also one world religion, worshiping the beast and the Antichrist, and anybody who doesn't will be killed. Another interesting point that I want to bring up is that he says we need to fight the good fight. Clearly that's an evil attempt to use words that are God's words. We all know that fighting the good fight is really for the faith of God and for proclaiming the gospel and so forth with God, but here he twists that like they like to always do, just like how in the Quran, Jesus is in the Quran. It's a very satanic attempt to take the truth and twist it and confuse those who don't know the absolute truth, which is clearly seen and known if you just would take some time to look into it. Very easy to find. But once again, we see where Hollywood lies in their doings. Getting a mark in your hand, clearly an end times thing going on. Even if the RFID chip isn't the mark of the beast, why would anybody? Well, clearly this guy has to do it because he's a puppet of the system he's working for, but why would anybody else want to be microchipped and tracked? I mean, clearly this isn't just going to be something for your own personal use. This could easily be hacked and easily grabbed hold of by the government. You could be tracked by it, which is just, it's insane. They know too much already. They collect all of our data off our phones and our computers and everything. The last thing anyone should want to do is have them be able to watch your every move, and who knows, there could be kill switches in those things. They could just drop people dead with the pull of a switch. So extremely dangerous, extremely dumb. We see once again, it's when I saw him say what he said, and I heard at the end just extremely biblical what he says his secret investor had to say. It's a clear sign of the times that we live in, and if the RFID is going to be the mark of the beast, people need to be obviously very aware. Never take anything in your hand or in your head, bottom line. If there's a mandatory thing going on, no matter what's going on, whether there's a huge world event that just took place, nuclear war, who cares, and they're starting to say you have to have something in your hand or your head, don't do it. Go to jail or be killed, because you're going to lose your salvation if you take that mark, whether it's the RFID, who knows. And oh yeah, another thing that he said in this was that we need to fight the good fight. We need to fight the good fight and free mankind and give jobs to robotics. Another very, very possibly interesting thing for biblical end times, because the AI that could very well take over could be the beast system that takes over the world that people have to worship and follow. So another very strange thing this guy said. This guy also has a serpent on his shirt running through his skull. I mean, it's just very clear to see what side this guy's on. I'm sure he sold his soul to be in the business. That's how many of them are in. Hopefully they all know that that contract can be broken at any time through Jesus, because it can. But sadly, these guys are just taken over by wealth, and it's just greed. It's what it is. It's harder to get into heaven for a rich person than for a camel to go through the eye of a needle, as we know. So hopefully this guy will see the truth, and all these people will see the truth. Many people are waking up. It's nice to see. But at the same time as people are waking up, we're seeing a full-on attack of insanity on the other side of evil, and it's just true, and it's more Bible prophecy coming true, and yet some people still don't see it. As the evil progresses, God's grace progresses as well. People are waking up, but at the same time, insanity grows greater by the day for many people. So I wanted to share this video with you, very interesting. There's longer videos on it here. If you read down here, I think he said something about he was cloned at some facility. I didn't watch the whole video. I'll look it up. I saw the longer version on YouTube, but I'll put it in the description or something. I just don't really have time to watch it and do all that right now. But very interesting. Something interesting going on with this guy. Really just them getting their message out like they always do, whether it's by covert means, through symbols, or whatever it may be. Just wide open, like it is very many, and often even more now, so wide open. Something else I'm going to put in this video that I ran across as well online was this new jewelry that Lil Wayne got, and it's his $250,000 Baphomet chain. Yes, the Baphomet, the goat god that the Satanists like to worship. The occultists follow this thing. Just goes to show. Look at what they're doing in Hollywood and what kind of stuff they're into. You know them by their fruits. Who would ever spend that kind of money on that stupid thing? I'd love to smash that thing. Someone could stomp that thing. It'd be amazing. It's stupid. It's unbelievable. It just goes to show their fruits. I mean, look at what they're into. They're into the occultic Baphomet, satanic god they all follow. And it just goes to show. Look at their fruits, just like we're told to. And this is what's going on in the industry in Hollywood. This is what's going on in the world. And yet people who talk about it are censored, while people who say boys are girls and girls are boys and children should, pedophiles should be able to have relationships with children, their voice is proclaimed on the rooftops, but people who want to speak the truth are put into the gutters and blocked and locked, and it's just absolutely insane. So just wanted to show these things that I came across going on right now, and yeah, read your Bibles. It's all coming around fast. It seems pretty fast. So thanks for watching, and God bless.